to be reading because I'm not involved with the charity at all, but I decided to nominate them because it's an area that, it's a geographic area that 100 Women hasn't really donated a lot of time or attention to, and that's the Weston area. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about the Weston Area Emergency Support Food Bank, or WAES. And I'd like to begin by sharing a story that WAES received from a young participant, Matthew. Matthew writes, "Thanks to WAES, I was able to eat. I didn't even realize how much I needed the food bank until I got my first bag of food. The fact that there was real fruit, eggs, cereal, and milk blew me away. At the time, I was only eating ramen noodles, and I didn't realize how much I missed fresh fruit and eating actual food like potatoes, which I love. I was so excited at seeing bananas in my initial bag that I ate them immediately, and every time thereafter, I ate them for breakfast and on my way home from the food bank, as I was so excited for fresh fruit. The biggest shock for me was when I saw there was candy in the bag. I immediately burst out crying, as it had been a very, very hard year, and this was a luxury to me I wasn't able to ever afford. Through what may have been a small act of organizational kindness, I felt I was worth something, and it gave me hope to keep going." WAES is a full-service, low-barrier food bank located at Weston Road in Lawrence, and it services an area that's bound by Royal York, Dundas, Black Creek, and 401. WAES gets no government funding, and it relies on funds from service clubs, faith groups, and fundraisers. They have one paid employee and about 80 volunteers, 50 of which are there week in, week out. Weston, as a neighborhood, Weston's household income is 19% lower than any other neighborhood in the GTA, and 72% of its inhabitants live in apartments. Who comes to the WAES Food Bank? 33%, a third of the people that it feeds are children under 18 years of age. Lots of statistics out there, but some that kind of reverberated with me were 13% of their recipients are seniors, and many, they were telling me, are the minimum wage working poor that can't make, they're working, but they can't make ends meet. And with a 20% increase in food visits over the last 5 years, WAES is now serving 3,400 people a month. WAES provides groceries twice a month, but it's much more than that. The volunteers are compassionate and caring and work every day to shop for food, pack hampers, organize food drives, and they also deliver food to those who can't come to the food bank. WAES is now purchasing 60% of all of their foods that they distribute and 90% of their fresh food. They are spending over $20,000 a month on fresh food alone, which is up 14% from last year. Our $10,000 donation would go towards the cost of fresh food purchases for the next 3 months. Matthew concludes, "I also want to say thank you to the frontline staff. Your smiles and asking, 'How are you doing?' goes a long way and does more than you will ever know when things are rough. Let's help WAES distribute more fresh produce and bananas for families and kids like Matthew to fill an important nutritional gap in need in their lives, especially this time of year with Christmas and winter coming." Thank you.